It worked out for 6. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Washington takes over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan, or do we just need to execute better and try and get back? In this game.
At the 33-yard line.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Here's Haskins out of the gun. Going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line.
By the Packers.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. This offense thankful, I'm sure, to have the football back, but also, Charles, after a long drive of their own, they've got to be a little weary.
Yeah, I would agree with that. And what you have to do to combat it, try and get fresh legs in where you can, especially to skill positions. And then for the offensive line, instead of attacking, maybe slow the tempo down a little bit. Let them catch their breath.
Sliding out of the pocket. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Operating from the gun, Rodgers. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
For the Packers.
Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. Muscling free near the 40. A nice return there of 11 to help mitigate a good punt. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. A good starting spot for Washington as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Now on the run, he'll throw it back deep over the middle. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now. Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. To throw again. Haskins. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. From the left hash, it's an even 50-yard attempt. And this one will not get there. It's off to the left anyway. It's no good, and this score will stay right where it is.
Now, if this was a clear day in September, I'd say this is well within his range. I'd feel very confident about this kick, but let's be honest about it. In these elements, the difficulty level gets ratcheted up by at least a factor of 5.
A final shot before half for Rodgers. Gets this to his running back, Aaron Jones. So we have reached halftime with our score 10-0. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
On the return, Washington takes over first and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution? Or did they think they were just bad plays to call? Yeah. We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Out of the shotgun, Haskins. That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion, but I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
That'll be a 43-yard punt, just a single yard on the return. And it'll be Packer football here. First down and 10.
16-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Hey, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. From the gun, Rodgers. And he will find his big tight end over the middle. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That one covers 29 yards. First down. Here's Jones. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Washington territory. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. He wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
From just shy of midfield, Rodgers caught on the right side by Jones. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
First down, Packers.
Now a draw play. This is Jones. And if there was a lane there, it closed up quickly as he stopped for no gain. Second down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
In the third quarter here in D.C., a 2nd and 10 upcoming. Now Rodgers. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Logan. He'll get a couple yards on that one, and that's going to lead to a third down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
On third down, here's Jones. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 14 yards, good for a Packer first down.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. A nice run there by Jones on first down as he'll wind up getting about 5, so 2nd and 5 coming up.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
Aaron Jones.
And they'll get him down right around the 16.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
Here comes play number 9 now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Operating from the gun. Rodgers into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Troy Apke, and he returns it here to his own 18-yard line. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
Going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. And nearly picked off there. Almost intercepted. Instead, 2nd down.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for him. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
From the gun, Haskins on 3rd down. Got an open man, finds Gibson. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here. Back now at FedEx Field. It's Washington with the football, but trailing here as we begin quarter number 4. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. From the gun, Haskins, and it's incomplete. Antonio Gibson, the intended target, but it'll be 2nd down.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield. They had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12. Boy, how good has this defense been seemingly all game long?
I really think right from the first snap, I think you're really onto something there. In this passing game, it just can't get off the ground. And that play, it wound up losing yardage.
That'll be caught at Steven Sims. And he will get him down a couple yards shy of the first down marker. A nice tackle coming up from his free safety spot. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. They'll try and run for it. And this doesn't end well at all as they stop him far behind the line to gain. Washington goes for it, but it does not pan out. And the Packers are going to get the football back in excellent field position. Now a first down carry by Jones. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
Well, that's a pretty good drive starter right there, and I don't know, partner, if you're even thinking about sitting on the ball right now. They may just want to run their regular offense.
In plus territory, and as an offensive coordinator, you don't want your team to go into a shell, do you?
No, you really don't, because as soon as you take your foot off the gas, it's real hard to put it back on and mash it, because once everyone's emotions come down, hard to start them up again. So I think you may want to keep them cranking high right here.
The Packers on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Now it's Rodgers. And that will be incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. He made his first attempt, this from 45. And this is no good. Close but no cigar, just wide right. And this score will stay right where it is. Charles, all things considered, I guess that's not a critical miss at this stage, is it?
No, but still everything helps when you're trying to finish off a ball game. And you're right, not critical in terms of the scoreboard and the team. But the guy with the golden foot, he knows he's only as good as his last kick.
A throw left side to start out. That's complete. That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And this Green Bay defense making that play look a lot like the previous one. Both tackles behind the line of scrimmage. Up front, the struggles continue for this offense among the line. What can they do? Change the play calling? What?
I think part of that, yes, changing some of the play calls, some screens, some draws, some misdirection. You want to run any type of a play that will influence these guys to continue to get upfield and find a way to use that against them and slip things in behind them. So some quick passes could work as well.
And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
Nice satisfying run on first down for the offense, picking up 5, which means defensively, the thought process is entirely different. You don't want to panic, but at the same time, you're saying to each other, we've got to tighten this down. We can't give up gains like that.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off at the 28, and he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. Scoring has really been at a premium, and Charles, you got to tip your cap to this defense coming in here. Their offense too, but this whole team coming in here on the road, getting a hard-fought win.
I think the way that they're finishing this one up, an exclamation point on a terrific game. As you noted, hard for them to put points on the board, and they hold them down one more time and finalize things.
Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts. That's going to be their second. They'll be left with one more, plus the 2-minute warning, and we'll be back. Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. That's complete to Taywan Taylor. And he is going to have a Packers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A strong 8 yards will keep this drive rolling. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock now with Jones. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. And nowhere really to go there. He'll take this up just shy of midfield. And quickly we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively.
Third down.
Rodgers to throw. And he's got his big tight end over the middle, complete. And he is going to have a Packers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. A first down and then some, 36 yards. The Packers looking to get out of here with a win as they take the knee. Rodgers will take a knee here, and that should be all she wrote. Good bounce-back win. They take the knee. Can't stop the clock defensively. Tough opening week loss, but now 1-1.
Shows that they handled things really well. A lot of teams panic after a week 1 loss, and they start to think that the sky's falling. This team realizes there's a long season, and they feel very talented, and they get it done in this one.
Ninth play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long. So it's all